To prep my eyelids, it's important to conceal them, and I'm using Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer on my eyelids and blending it beautifully with a beauty blender. I'm going to use this shade from my Maybelline Nudes palette and setting my concealer. You can even use a powder as well. Now I'm going to use this matte brown shade, and using a fluffy brush I'm going to prep my crease because I'm going to be using darker color, so it's important that you prep your crease, and also taking the matte brown shade on the outer V area. I'm going to use this Colossal Kajal and drawing a very thin line as close to my lash line, and using this brush which came along with the Maybelline Nudes palette, I'm going to smudge the Kajal a little bit. Now I'm going to use this bronzy gold eyeshadow on my inner half of the lid, and Sonam is wearing an eyeshadow that has a mix of golden, bronze and black eyeshadow colors, and I think this is the perfect palette to create the exact eyeshadow which she is wearing. And I'm only applying this eyeshadow on my inner half of the lid. I'm going to take the black matte eyeshadow, and using a fluffy brush I'll be applying this on my outer V area and also on my crease. You have to make sure, guys, if you're recreating this look, that you do not mix the black and the golden eyeshadow. You have to keep them separately, golden on the inner half and black on the outer half, and we have to create that V over here because that's how Sonam's eyeshadow is looking in the video. After that, I'm taking the black matte eyeshadow once again, and using that tiny brush I am defining or just lining my upper lash line. I'm taking the golden eyeshadow once again and patting it on the inner half. After that, I'm going to use this glittery eyeshadow and basically applying it wherever I've used the golden eyeshadow. Moving on to my eyebrows, I'm using the Freedom Eyebrow Pomade or Pomade, I don't know. And I'm mimicking the growth of my eyebrows and basically elongating the tail of my eyebrows because Sonam has really long eyebrows. And after that, I also use the Nykaa Brow Chika Wow to define my eyebrows a little bit, and I'm just using the spoolie to pull down my hairs because Sonam does not have an arch in her eyebrows. Her eyebrows are kind of really flat. So moving on to my base, I'm using my trusty M.A.C foundation and applying it all over my face and using a beauty blender to blend it perfectly. And I'm also going in with a second layer of the foundation because I really want my base to look as good as Sonam's. If you would notice, her base is looking almost perfect, or if I can say perfect in the video, and I don't want to take any chances with the base in my makeup look. I'm going to use the M.A.C concealer underneath my eyes using my ring finger and then blending it. Again, this concealer is very full coverage, almost close to full coverage, and this is one of my favorite concealers. And I'm also be applying it on above my eyebrows because I want that cleaner look on my eyebrows. So as you guys can see, I'm paying a lot of attention to my base in this video because I really want it to be perfect, and I'm using full coverage base makeup products. And Sonam has a lot of brightening in her base as well. So I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. This is in the shade Light, which is perfect for brightening up certain areas in your face. So I'm brightening up my under eyes, the bridge of nose, forehead and your chin. And then moving on, I'm going to be using a loose powder by Bharat and Dorris, and I am dusting this powder all over my face, underneath my eyes, my neck, and then I'm brushing off all the excess powder so that the face would not appear white. Moving on, I'm going to bronze up my face as well because Sonam has a lot of bronzing going on too. So I'm using a bronzer just on the regular areas, hollows of my cheekbones. I'm paying a lot of attention onto my hollows because she has a lot of bronzing going on, and I'm using some on my forehead as well. And I'm also bronzing up my nose because Sonam has a very well structured and well defined nose. Moving on to blush, I'm using a very dark pink blush and applying it just the way I applied my contour because that's how Sonam is wearing her blush, and I'm not applying it on like directly on the apples of my cheeks, but the way I've applied my contour onto the hollows of my cheekbones basically. Moving on, I am using these two shades, and using that tiny brush in the, that came along with the palette, I'm applying the mixture of these two eyeshadows on my lower lash line, and basically applying it onto the outer half of my lower lash line. And with whatever product is left, I am just swiping it onto the inner half of my lash line. Sonam does not have a lot of color going on in the inner half, but on the outer half. And yes, I did apply some false lashes, and these are the most natural lashes you could ever wear. These are by Ardell, and swiping on some mascara, not too much, but just a tiny hint of it on the lashes. Next up, I'm going to use the same shimmery eyeshadow into my tear duct area to brighten up the eyes a little bit even more. To highlight, I'm going to use this shade and applying it onto the center part of my cheeks, and then I'm applying some onto the bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, and my chin. I'll also be applying some highlighter onto the top of my forehead, just right here, because Sonam is wearing a lot of highlighter over here, and also on my brow bone. I'm going to use a lip liner. This is a very nudie pink lip liner, and I'm also contouring or putting a lot of lip liner onto my, cupid's bow. And today's lipstick is by Deborah Milano, and yes, applying this all over my lips, and I hope my lipstick matches to what Sonam is wearing in the video. So I am done with the look, guys, and this is my rendition of Sonam Kapoor's look in the music video Tareefan, and this was actually requested by one of you guys, and I was like, yes, I can give this a try, and I'm loving the way how it turned out to be. And you guys need to tell me how you liked this look in the comment section below, and make sure to follow me on all my social media channels. You have to share this video, guys, with all your friends. I'm really looking forward to your responses on this makeup look, so please give this video a big thumbs up. Share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel, and do hit the bell button to be notified of all the videos I upload on YouTube. I'm going to see you guys super duper soon. Bye.